Tell us a little bit about the store and about your association with the store, and how many years you've been here.
I started working at the Grant Boys when I was about 15 years old, and the reason why we're closing, the main reason why we're closing, is that my wife was Buddy Grant's daughter. I'm married into this mess, and we've both been doing it since we were teenagers, since we were 15 years old. Actually, my wife's been doing it when she was younger. She used to come in and help count the money with her dad when she was a little girl. And we've done this all our lives. We're both in our middle 60s, and we think it's time to retire and do the things that we sell. You know, we sell camping, fishing, and outdoor apparel and firearms, and we like to do those things. We like to camp. We like to fish. I like to hunt. And I want to have the time to do those things, more time to do those things, and to travel.
Can you tell me a little bit about the family background? You mentioned Buddy Grant.
Well, the store was started in 1949. It was started by my father-in-law. His name was Edward Buddy Grant. He went by Buddy. And his mother, her name was Minnie Stone. And the store was originally where Triangle Square sits right now. At some point, Buddy had received information that the freeway was going to come through there, so he moved the store down here, further down on Newport Boulevard. He actually bought another piece of property where Marvac Electronics sits. In the case he had to relocate the store again, he owned that piece of property for many years. It doesn't anymore. And so the Grant Boys started in 1949, mostly as a hardware store, and we sold everything from bikes to rakes. We were the second licensed pawnbroker in Costa Mesa, and we had they took in all kinds of items in pawn. And then eventually it kind of changed. In the early 50s, there were two things going on in Orange County. The Santa Ana Freeway was being built, and that was being built to accommodate the traffic that Disneyland, which was also still being built, was going to generate. And the guys that worked on those projects were required to wear two things: Georgia steel-toed boots and Levi's 501 jeans. And luckily, we sold both those items. So the clothing business, everything you see in the apparel section, kind of grew out of those two items. We pioneered the Levi for Gals line for Levi in Orange County. We were one of the first people to carry UGG boots in Orange County. I remember when my wife, who's the buyer, apparel buyer, came to me with a pair of unconstructed, shearling lined boots. She said, "Do you think I should buy these?" And I said, "Well, how much are they going to sell for?" She said, "Well, they're going to be about $100. I said, "You're out of your mind. Why would you buy those? Nobody's going to buy those." Well, UGG boots, the story tells itself. The camping department grew up out of the fact that we carried surplus. We carried surplus from World War II, later the Korean War, and so we carried bivouac tents, we carried knife, fork, spoon sets, folding shovels, and eventually the camping business evolved into what it is today. I call us, we sell camping for the lunch bucket camper. If you're going to take your family to the river or to the mountains for the weekend, we've got everything you need, from tents, coolers, and lanterns to tarps, all that kind of stuff. If you're going to climb Everest, we can get you to base camp. After that, you're going to need somebody who's a little bit more technical. So that's how clothing and camping evolved. The fishing business evolved. We were kind of forced into it. From the roof, you can see the water.
Yes.
So we carry saltwater fishing, and we carry freshwater fishing gear, and we used to carry a little bit of fly fishing gear as well. And the gun business really came out of the pond business. It wasn't until really the early 60s that we purchased our first new gun from a manufacturer and sold it. Everything came in on pawn, or we bought used guns.
I came to Costa Mesa, Randy, in 1947, and my father used to shop at your store, mainly because my family used to attend, and I still do, the Methodist Church across the street from Triangle Square. So I remember going to the store back as a young man, and I knew about the pawn business, and I remember when you moved here, the grand opening. I remember coming to the grand opening.
Well, so what we sort of had was several businesses under one roof, and the concept was that if one business wasn't so great, hopefully the others would be. I mean, we had the firearms business, we had the fishing business, we had the camping business, and we had the clothing business. And the way it all fits together in more recent history is that everything that you might want to do in the outdoors in the hardlines area, which we call that half of the store hardlines, we have the apparel to outfit you as well. If you're going to Montana on a hunting trip, we have the rifle, we have the optics, we have the binoculars, we have the scabbard if you're going to be on horseback, and then if you're going to be camping, we have the tents, lanterns, cooler, stove, all the things to set up a hunting camp, and then we have the cold weather gear over here. We have long underwear, we have waterproof boots, we have thermal socks, we have gloves, we have hats, so you can kind of do it all in one-stop shopping.
Well, I'm kind of taken back this morning, Randy, because we're standing here in your shop, and you and I both are wearing Ren Spooner shirts.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Ren Spooner shirts. We started carrying Ren Spooner shirts quite some time ago. Became very, very friendly with our sales rep, Richard Bybee, who is a local Costa Mesa resident. And it's just been a terrific line for us. Every year we completely sell out of the Christmas shirt. We order the Thanksgiving shirt at this time of year, and we sell out of that one every year. And we just we keep a rounder in stock of all time of Ren Spooner shirts. We constantly have new inventory coming into the shirts.
Well, this morning, in honor of getting an interview from you, I'm wearing my Christmas Ren Spooner shirt.
You look smashing in it.
Thank you so much. What are you going to miss about Grand Boys?
Just about everything. I like their camping things, and I like their guns and ammunition, and all the supplies that I'm not going to be able to get here anymore.
How long have you been coming here, Greg?
I don't know how far back it goes. We came to Costa Mesa in '67, and then we moved to Huntington Beach, and somewhere after we got to Huntington Beach, I started getting into guns, and so
You made this your store.
made this my store. Yeah, I bought I was with the Single Action Shooting Society for many years, and bought all my cowboy guns here.
Where will you go now?
I don't know. Maybe I'm through buying guns.
I've always kind of came in here for jeans and different things like that, hats, and over the years, and all of a sudden it's really sad to see it's closing up.
Were you a regular here, or?
Well, regulars, anybody can be a regular at a place like this. Most of the stuff you buy lasts a long time, so once a year you cruise in just to see what's happening.
And load up.
Like that.
Ian, can you tell me a little bit about what you're going to be doing after they close?
Yes, sir. After we close, I'm actually currently in medical school, so I will be continuing on with my education in surgical technology.
I understand that you've been in the service.
Yes, sir. I was in the Marine Corps for 8 years, and I was in the Army for 5.
And tomorrow will be a big day for you then.
Yes, sir. Tomorrow's going to be Veterans Day. I'll be down at the Orange Circle celebrating Veterans Day with everyone.
With everyone. That's
Yes, sir.
wonderful. Well, thank you for the service that you've provided for our country, and very much appreciated.
It was my pleasure.
And now that the store will close, you're going to do what?
I'm planning on getting back into corporate America, try to see if I can get back into the medical device industry or, something similar.
How did you find out about the closing of Grant Boys?
My wife read it in the register,
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay.
and she didn't tell me until a couple weeks afterwards. And
So-
that did not sit well with me.
Not set well with you.
No.
What will you do now? Because I know you mentioned to me earlier that you should buy your guns here and your ammunition here. What will you do now?
Well, I play a lot of golf now, and I'm learning to play the guitar.
Oh, great,
So
great.
at my age, it's pretty good. I'm still going strong.
Well, you look very healthy to me.
Thank you.
That's wonderful.
And I haven't. This is one I haven't paid for yet.
Oh, that's great.
I remember those days.
Tell me a little bit about shopping here. What brings you?
Oh, this place been here. It's like a mainstay of. It ought to be a. What do they call those places that have been in business forever?
Historical.
A historical place. Yeah.
Oh, well,
'cause
I think
was-
it will be.
Yeah. Well, I was telling somebody about it, and they says, "Oh man, that place been there forever." And it has been. This is it's going to be sadly missed because I buy a lot of my sporting goods stuff here.
I'm so happy that you're here today, shopping here.
Getting a few more goodies
I
before
think-
Christmas.
As old timers, I think we're going to miss this place a lot.
Oh, a lot. I just going out of business, be gone, right?
Right.
Okay.
And they're going to enjoy themselves.
Yeah,
And
I hope so.
They've earned it.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Thank you. Wow, Wigwam socks. Wigwam socks are not carried by too many stores these days, but Wigwam socks takes me back to my junior high school days. It was a requirement that you bought Wigwam socks for your PE classes. These are very rare, probably one of the only stores in the area, if not Southern California, that carries Wigwams. They're very expensive. They're $10 a pair, but they're outstanding socks. I might just buy a half dozen before I leave. Recently, I know you were honored by the city of Costa Mesa. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, that was last year.
About a year ago.
Yeah, about a year
you were
ago.
honored as a business.
Yeah, they honored us. I forget the name of the award right now, but it is sitting on my desk. It was very nice to be recognized. We've been here for a long time, and it was very nice for the city to recognize us as a good business.
It's a good business.
Yeah, we've tried to do a good job all these years. It's not easy. The retail business is not an easy business, and we do our best to make everybody happy, but we've learned that we can't make everybody happy all the time, and we know that we're making a lot of people unhappy by closing, and we're sorry to do that. But I think it's time for us to close. We want to go out of here. Some people, good customers of ours who have become friends, the first thing they said is, "Are you sick? Is there something wrong with your health or your wife's health?" We're fine. We're healthy. We want to stay that way, and we want to go out under our own power.
Not looking back. That's wonderful. You are one of the icons of the city, and you will be missed terribly.
Well, I'm sure we will be, and that's good to know. It's nice to know after all these years. But all good things come to an end, and this one's coming to an end.
On a good note.
On a good note, yeah. I'd rather go out while we're on top than when we're not on top.
Well, you get to cut your own lawn.
Yeah, we're gonna
And
do
I
it.
think that's really important.
Yeah, and we're not done. I mean, today is the 10th of November, and I would guess that we're going to be here at least another 60, maybe 90 days before we're completely done. We're going to sell all the inventory, and that's the main focus right now. And then afterwards, we'll be looking at fixtures and equipment and artwork and memorabilia. And there is a tremendous, we don't think about it because we're here every day, but there's a tremendous amount. I mean, right behind us is a custom sign that an artist that worked for me for years made, and that kind of thing is located throughout the store. Everybody wants a little piece of the Grant Boys I've been even the bear rug on top of the ladies' department. We found somebody's name and phone number in the mouth. So we will have a sale after this sale where we sell all of that kind of memorabilia off.
Will you be doing? Will you and your wife be doing any traveling after?
Oh yeah, my wife wants to camp the Alcan Highway, and
Wonderful.
and she found a nifty little trip out to Nova Scotia that we might do. We like to be on the road,
Good.
and I think that we're going to be on the road a lot.